Dear students, I am going to explain the consumer's equilibrium in case of two commodities. So, two commodities case is also known as equimarginal utility. Its another name is law of substitution, and this law was given by the Guschen. That's why it is known as second Gussen's law. First Gussen's law was consumer's equilibrium in case of single commodity, but it is related to two commodities. So this theory is also based on law of diminishing marginal utility, and all the assumption which was applied in the case of single commodity, the same assumption will also apply in case of two commodities. According to this law, what the Guschen wants to say? According to the Guschen, the law says that a consumer gets maximum satisfaction when ratio of marginal utility of two commodities and their respective prices are equal and marginal utility starts to fall. So according to this law, there are two necessary conditions. First, MUX divided by PX is equal to MUY divided by PY is equal to MUM. So in the first case, we have discussed MUX divided by PX is equal to MUY. So if we are going to buy the another commodity, the same condition will also apply. MUY divided by PY is equal to MUM. So when we summarize it, we find that MUX divided by PX must be equal to MUY divided by PY and the money which is already given. The second condition says that marginal utility falls as consumption increases. It is the assumptions of law of diminishing marginal utility. So on that assumption, it is told that at each successive unit, if the consumer will consume the same commodity, the marginal utility starts to fall. In other words, we can say from the last unit of the money, a consumer should get equal satisfaction. So this theory can be explained with the help of tabular or diagrammatical presentation. Let in a certain period of time, a consumer has only 30 rupees. He wants to spend this 30 rupees on two commodities. Commodities are X and Y. Let the price of X good is rupees 10 and the price of good Y is rupees 2. So in this situation, here the number of units are given, the marginal utility of X is given and the marginal utility of Y is given. So if a consumer spends the first unit to buy the goods, the marginal utility is 100. The same goods will be purchased by the consumers, the marginal utility will decline from 100 to 80, and that's why the marginal utility of X commodity is continuously declining. The same will happen in case of Y commodity. When he purchases first units of Y commodity, he gets 24 utils of utility, and when again he purchases the same Y commodity, he gets less satisfaction, that is 22. In this way, the marginal utility of Y again continuously decline from 24 to 22, 20, 18, 16, 14 and 12. Like that, in this way it will fall. So when it is converted in terms of money, so according to the formula MUX divided by PX means here the MUX is 100 and the price of the X commodity is 10. So he gets only 10 utils of satisfaction. In the same case, in case of second units, he gets only 80 utils of satisfaction and he is paying rupees 10. So the actual utility he gets 8. So in this way, 10, 8, 6, 4, 2, 1, 0.5, that is the value of MUX divided by PX. And now in case of MUY, here the price of the goods is rupees 2. That's why the MUY, that is 24, and the price of good Y is rupees 2. So the actual utility here 12. In the case of second units, the marginal utility is 22 and the price of Y commodity, that is already given, it is 2. That's why the actual utility is 11. So in this way, here we find that 12, 18, 10, 09, 08, 07, 06 and so on. The second condition says that from the last unit of the money, a consumer should get equal satisfaction. So in this schedule, that is in the case of first unit of X commodity, that is 10, and third unit of Y commodity, that is also 10. So 10 and 10 both are equal from the same amount of money. 8 and 8, 6 and 6. Now we will compare it. In case, this is the case number 1. When a consumer buy 1 unit of X commodity and 3 units of Y commodity, his total expenditure is 10 into 1, means that is 10 is the price and 1 is the units. So 10 into 1 is equal to 10. And in case of Y, the price is 2 and he is going to buy 3 units. So his total expenditure becomes 16. But he has to spend rupees 30. So this does not apply, that MUX divided by PX is equals to MUY divided by PY is equal to MUM. So MUM here, that is the 30. Because a consumer has rupees 30, so marginal utility of money is 30, and so we can say it does not fulfill the first. Now come to case 2. In case 2, what we find? We find that the consumer is ready to buy second unit of the commodity and his total expenditure will be 10 into 2, that is the 20, and the same, that is the 8 units of satisfaction, it indicates on the, for Y commodities on the 5th unit. So his total expenditure is 2 into 5 is equal to 10. So in this way, the total expenditure on X and Y, that is equals to 30. In this way, we can say that it fulfills both the condition. So the consumer will be in equilibrium when he is ready to buy 2 units of X commodity and 5 units of Y commodities. If we move towards the third unit, the total expenditure will goes on the X unit and the consumer has rupees 30. That's why he will not be able to buy the Y commodity. In this situation, the law of consumer's equilibrium in case of 2 commodities will not fulfill. In other words, we can say in case of third, it is beyond his expenditure level because income of the consumer is limited and it can't be changed. In this way, the consumer's equilibrium can be obtained at the in the case of, in second case only. Thank you. Well, the equimarginal utility can also be explained with the help of following diagram. Here there are 2 vertical axes. On the first vertical axis, that is denoted MU of X, and another vertical axis that is denoted MUY. So we have already calculated in the tabular form the marginal utility of x, that is the 10, 8, 2, 6, 4, 2, like that 12, 10, 8, 6, 4 and 2. On the x-axis, that is the horizontal line, it denotes both. First, unit of x commodity 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and on the same horizontal line, that is denoted units of y commodity 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So when a consumer, in case of unit x, when a consumer consume first unit, he gets 10 utils of satisfaction. When he consumes the second unit, he gets 8 utils of satisfaction. When he consumes the third unit, he gets only the 6 utils of satisfaction, that is denoted here at this point. So in this way, the marginal utility of x is continuously declining. The same thing will happen in case of unit of y commodity. Here, when a consumer consumes the first unit of y commodity, he gets 12 utils of satisfaction. When he consumes the second units, he gets 9 utils of satisfaction. When he gets third unit, he consumes third unit, he gets 10 utils of satisfaction. So in this way, the MUY is also declining. Here, E is the point where MUX and MUY both intersect each other, and from the E point, if we draw a vertical lines, it indicates that 2 and 5. It means a consumer will buy 2 units of X commodity and 5 units of Y commodity to get the maximum satisfaction. Except E point, there is no any point where Y and X marginal utility intersect each other. So unless it will not intersect each other, it is very difficult to determine that where the consumer will get maximum satisfaction. So E indicates the equilibrium point for the consumers. Is it clear? Okay.